Na, 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 na. Okay, I need to stop and I need to record. Hey, good looking. How you doing? If no one's told you how good you look today, then let me be the first. You look amazing. You in the messy bun, not the cute messy bun, the messy bun. You look cute. You in the sweatpants and the stained shirt, eating your Ben & Jerry's. You look good too. Gather around. I'm glad you're here. Hi, my name is Sandy. Welcome to my channel. If you are coming back from watching some of my other videos, then welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you returned. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's somewhere down here or up here or wherever. You're on a phone, tablet, thingamajigger, so you know where it is. But if you find this video of value to you, then I would hope you would consider subscribing. Today we're going to talk about 3 layout mistakes that people are making when deciding on furniture for their home. So the first mistake people make is called the wall hugging syndrome. At least that's what I like to call it. And it's when people push up their furniture up against the walls. And it creates this empty void, and it's just nothingness in the middle, which makes it uncomfortable to have conversation, because if we're on opposite sides of the room and not in proximity to each other, then that just doesn't look, it doesn't look good, and it's not comfortable for the people who are experiencing the space. The way to fix wall hugging syndrome would simply be to float the furniture in the middle of the room. And it doesn't even have to, even if it's not a big space, it doesn't even have to be completely smack dab in the middle of the room. It could just be like a little bit off the wall. And sometimes there are situations in which it's appropriate to push something up against the wall, but people are really afraid. It's okay to put furniture against windows. Hear me out. Normally you do not want to block any light at all. But what I mean is, if the sofa comes up like 2 inches above the window, that alone will sometimes stop people from putting a sofa in front of a window or floating it in front of a window, because they're like, oh no, it's blocking the light. And it's just like, those 2 inches aren't gonna make a huge difference in how much light enters the room. So it's okay to put the furniture up against there a little bit. You want conversational areas, and you do not want that big empty nothingness in the middle of the room, because it just doesn't look good and it doesn't flow well. So this leads into the second mistake that people make when they are deciding on furniture for their home. It is not using furniture to create walkways. I think sometimes when you have an open layout, so you have like an open living dining room, so there's like this, so there's a flow between rooms, or if you walk into a living room and it's like there's really no entryway and it's like the first thing that you walk into, people always will again push their furniture up against their walls because they feel like they have to leave an open space open, and that's just not true. You can use furniture to create walkways. If you have an entryway where you just walk straight into your living room area, then you can put your sofa up kind of closer to the door, so that way when you walk in, it creates this immediate hallway. You can use rugs to help designate an area, and it kind of leads your eye to walk around the space instead of all in the space. If you have an area between an open living dining room that's completely open, you can put a sofa smack dab in the middle of where you want that living room to start, because that tells your guests and you and your eyes, hey, I'm gonna walk this way, and then I'm gonna walk this way and that way. You just use tables, rugs, sofas, and it helps direct traffic essentially in your home. The third mistake that people are making when purchasing furniture for their home is forgetting to measure. You would not go into a store if you did not know your size. And even if you don't know your size, you go into a store and you try on a bunch of different jeans until they fit, right? You don't really get to do the same with furniture. It's really, really troublesome to buy it online, have it put in, then no size doesn't fit, then send it back, or you go to Rooms to Go or something and then you buy it, or maybe you have the ability to put it in your truck or something like that. It's all a hassle. And that can completely be avoided by taking just a few minutes. And sometimes it's not a minute. If you're new to this, it could take you an hour to measure a whole living room. But don't get intimidated by all the numbers. I know sometimes when you're looking at floor plans can look like completely confusing. Most people do not know how to read a floor plan. Do not be intimidated. It's okay. You're not dumb. You're of the majority. People don't know how to read one. And that's okay. Until I took a class on one, because I'm an interior design student, I didn't know how to read one either. So they're confusing, they're complicated, don't feel bad. You don't need to know any of that. Just draw a little square, measure, take all your measurements. I mean, preferably it's best to take measurements in like foot to inches, but sometimes even websites will list something in straight inches or centimeters, millimeters, or all that, whatever. But if you do what's comfortable for you, draw a little square or a rectangle, general shape of the room, draw each, and then figure out how many inches each side is. It doesn't have to look complicated or fancy or like any of the other ones, but you knowing how much space you have is so essential to picking the right sofa, picking the right side tables, picking the right art. So you're definitely gonna wanna measure all the lengths, and you definitely wanna know the heights, because certain sofas come up higher than others. Like a Chesterfield is gonna come up a lot lower, or going to be a lot lower than if you got a reclining sofa. That's gonna come up a lot higher, that has a higher back. So you knowing that is super, super imperative to how you're going to lay out your furniture, all right? All right, so to recap, don't suffer from wall hugging syndrome. It's okay to float furniture in the middle of the room and make the furniture friends. It's okay. They're not gonna like stand on the other side of each other like they're in a middle school dance. Don't forget to use furniture to direct traffic in your home and create walkways. And don't forget to measure before you buy a sofa. If you found this video helpful, I hope you would consider subscribing, okay? Don't watch all my videos and then not subscribe. So it's like you want the wife treatment, but you're treating me like a girlfriend. You get what I'm saying? You know, you're watching the videos, you might like something, shoot me a text at 3 a.m. You want me to cook, you want me to clean, you want me to post these videos, but you're not putting a ring on it. And that's not fair, okay? If you like it, put a ring on it. Scratch that. If you like it, subscribe. Subscribe. Just down there. You know where it is. You know.